Welcome back to your final module of your ECLT Online Homebuyer Orientation. In this module, we're going to be talking about what happens after you purchase your ECLT home. We'll talk about a couple things that you need to know as far as QCIs or Qualified Capital Improvements and renting your home. We'll talk a little bit about homeowner responsibility, such as HOA, fees, and the things that you are responsible for as a homeowner. We'll talk about selling your home and what that process looks like, as well as doing an overview of the resale formula. And lastly, we'll talk about getting involved with Elevation Community Land Trust if that's what you would like to do after purchase. As in the past couple of videos, I'm just going to give the disclaimer that this presentation is intended for educational purposes only. Nothing conveyed or provided in this presentation should be considered advice or guidance regarding your eligibility, qualification, or suitableness for Elevation Community Land Trust's Affordable Housing Program. The information in this presentation is subject to change. Elevation reserves the right to make changes to information contained within this presentation without advance notice. Elevation cannot be held liable for the accuracy, completeness, topicality, or quality of the information contained herein. No copy or use of this presentation should occur without the express permission of Elevation Community Land Trust. The first topic that we're going to cover for you as a homeowner is going to be a QCI, or Qualified Capital Improvements. A QCI is an ECLT approved improvement to your home that has a couple steps that you need to go through in order to do it. So a QCI must cost at least $2,000. It will raise the price of your home when you go to sell your home. It must be approved by ECLT before the work starts, and it has to fit into one of three categories: either adding energy efficiency, adding accessibility, or adding living space to your home. So a couple examples of energy efficiency would be something like solar panels, insulation, or new insulating windows. And this particular QCI will add a credit upon resale, so that will get added to the resale price of your home. For accessibility, it could be adding a ramp or creating roll-under countertops, maybe adding accessibility to a bathroom. That would also add credit upon resale. Adding additional living space would be adding something like a bedroom or a bathroom. This is not going to give you a direct credit upon resale, but it can increase the home's value through the appraisal process. So, generally speaking, a 3-bedroom home appraises for a higher value than a 2-bedroom home. So if you add that additional bedroom, the value of your home is going to increase through that appraisal. So in order to do a QCI, you're going to reach out to Mercedes Fuentes before starting the project. It's really important that you reach out and let us know and have us approve this project before starting if you want to get credit upon resale. You will fill out a QCI application form for approval, submit that to us, and we will get back to you with our answer or with any questions that you might have. So for renting your home, to be very clear, your ECLT home must be your primary residence for at least 9 months out of the year. You may not rent it out for profit or as an investment property. This is very clearly defined in your land lease. So what it means when we say that it must be your primary residence for at least 9 months out of the year is that you may rent your home for up to 3 months out of the year. That means your home in its entirety. If you are choosing to rent your home for 3 months out of the year, you may not rent your home for more than your monthly housing cost, and you must notify Elevation of your intentions to rent your home ahead of doing so. We'll help you calculate how much you can charge, and we need to have that on file, how much you're charging your renter. And once that lease is signed, you'll need to send the completed copy to us so that we have it on file. We'll need the very clearly defined dates of you renting your home, since there is that residency requirement. If you're interested in renting your home to one or more roommates, that is also perfectly fine, and that does not have to be for just that 3 months out of the year. So you cannot charge more than half of your monthly housing cost to roommates. Just as with renting your entire home, you must notify ECLT of your intentions to rent the home. We'll help you calculate how much you could charge. And once again, we're going to need a signed copy of that lease from your roommate or roommates so that we have it on file. Now we're going to dive a little bit into homeowner responsibilities and what you are responsible for as a homeowner with Elevation. So some of your homes, not all of them, but some of them are going to be in an HOA or a CIC, which is a common interest community. A CIC is generally a little bit smaller than an HOA would be. But you as the homeowner are responsible for paying your HOA fee, your maintenance fee, or common interest community fees on a regular basis. If these fees are unpaid, a lien might be placed on your home, which could lead to foreclosure, and that is coming from generally from the HOA. So it is really critical that you stay on top of those payments. As an owner, you are able to participate as fully as you would like to in your HOA. HOAs typically have boards and committees that you can join if you have the time and the interest. We really encourage you to do so in order to have a say in your community, even if you're just going to these board meetings. We think it's a really important responsibility as a homeowner if you do have an HOA. ECLT is not in charge of your HOA, so if you have problems or questions, go to them first. However, you are more than welcome to reach out to us if you need advice about something that's going on in your community. As far as fees go, as a part of the land lease, you will pay a monthly land lease fee to ECLT, and that will be charged on the first of every month, and that needs to come to us. You are responsible for paying your own utilities. You're also responsible for paying taxes associated with the home. Since the community land trust model is a little bit different and the improvements or the home are split from the land, ECLT will pay taxes on the land specifically, and the county treasurer has a method of separating the land from the improvements when they administer taxes. So you'll be responsible for any taxes on the home itself, and ECLT will pay any taxes on that land. The most important thing that I want to relay in this section is if you are ever struggling financially, reach out to us so we can connect you to local resources. That goes for if you're struggling to pay your monthly land lease, if you're struggling to pay your HOA fees, your taxes, your utilities, anything like that, please let us know so we can help you out and direct you to the correct resources. We really want to be your partner as a homeowner with us. Lastly, we'll talk a little bit about maintaining your home, which you are responsible for as the homeowner. So if you're in an HOA, there might be some items that the HOA assists with, such as public spaces. Maybe you're in a condo building and there's an elevator, or maybe you're in a neighborhood with a common park or a common yard space. Some of that will be maintained by the HOA itself, but this will really vary based on your situation. And if you ever have any questions, either as you're going through the home buying process, you can ask your realtor, or after you're in your home, reach out to somebody on the HOA board to get clarification on any of that. ECLT is not responsible for fixing things in your home or on the land per the land lease, so all of that is going to be your responsibility. Lastly, we're going to be covering selling your home. So as we discussed towards the beginning of this orientation, ECLT follows the CLT or Community Land Trust model of shared equity homeownership. This means that, again, that the home is going to be separated from the land. When you go to sell your home, you are entitled to 25% of your home's appreciation during the time you own the home, plus 100% of the equity that you put in and any down payment you paid at closing from your own sources. The remaining 75% of the appreciated value stays in the property, and that enables ECLT to keep the home price affordable for future generations. ECLT does not take that 75%. Nobody is really getting that. It's just staying within the property so that we're able to maintain that affordability. When you go to sell your home, you will let us know, and we will use this resale formula to help calculate the maximum resale price of your home. You can charge less than this maximum resale price, but you cannot charge more. When we're looking at this formula, it goes into a couple different pieces. So you'll have the base price of your home plus 25% of market appreciation on the home, plus any values of QCIs, plus fees such as realtor fees, a transaction fee, anything like that. And that will equal your maximum resale price. So, as a quick example, say you pay $240,000 for your home. That will be your base price. Say your home appreciated $75,000 during the time you lived in it, making 25% of that appreciation $18,750. Let's say you didn't do any QCIs and the fee total is $11,000. That means you'll add that $240,000 plus the $18,750 plus the fees of $11,000, and your total resale price of the home is $269,750. In summary, ECLT homes do have a maximum resale price, and you have to let us know ahead of time so we can calculate that with you. You are unable to charge whatever price you would like for the home. You can charge up to that maximum resale price, but if you think it's better to charge less, you are more than welcome to do that. Homeowners are entitled to 25% of the home's appreciation, plus 100% of the equity you put into the home, and the down payment that you pay from your own sources. The shared equity formula really ensures the affordability for future generations. So the way that you get an affordable home to purchase, we want the next home buyers and the next home buyers and so on to also have that same opportunity at an affordable home. If you have any questions on this resale process or resale formula at any point, either now during your orientation as a homeowner, but before you're looking at selling the home, or during that reselling process, you're always welcome to reach out and let us know. We know it's complicated and there's a lot that goes into it, and we're very happy to help if you ever have any questions. Finally, if you're as a homeowner, we really want you to get involved as much as you would like with Elevation. So one of the ways you can do that is through the Homeowner Leadership Council. We have a council that meets regularly to discuss issues related to ECLT homeownership, to liaise with ECLT staff members, and to provide leadership as the face of ECLT homeowners. Reach out to us at any point after you purchase your home if that's something that you would like to get involved in, and we're happy to have any additional homeowners on that council. Another opportunity as an ECLT homeowner would be to join our board of directors. ECLT has a tripartite governance structure, meaning that we have staff, industry experts, and ECLT homeowners on our board of directors. Currently, we have a couple of residents serving on the board. We are not currently looking for new board members, but our newsletter will announce any openings and elections. So keep your eyes out and definitely reach out to us even ahead of that if you are interested in getting more involved on something like the board of directors. Lastly, you are more than welcome to volunteer with ECLT. So that could be working with future applicants on their application. It could be showing up to various community events that we have, and sharing your story with people who might be interested with Elevation. And maybe you're interested in sharing your story on social media, in the news, or with future buyers. And maybe you just have other ideas of how you'd like to get involved. Reach out to Sam Snyder, email's on there, but you can also just reach out to our general email if you're interested in getting involved with Elevation and volunteering your time with us. We'd be more than happy to have you in any capacity that you're interested in. That is going to be the end of your online homebuyer orientation. You will have one more quiz to take at the end of this module, just like you have been taking, and then you will have a final exam. You'll click the link to that final exam, take that, and it'll get uploaded into our system that you have completed it. It will also send you an email with your certificate, and make sure you keep this certificate on hand because you will need it as a part of your application. So it'll send you a file, and we really want to make sure that you have that file so that you can upload it as a part of your application. If you have questions at any point in time, always feel free to reach out and contact us, either through email, through phone, through any of the people you saw at the very beginning. We also have a contact form on our website if you want to go there, but please reach out if you have any questions, and thank you for taking the time to take this orientation